at
much.
it from the
I
perspective
hate you
of
so
a
fucking
long-term
much, Chud.
investment towards your health.
I
and
hate you
cleanliness.
so fucking much.
This product will pay for itself. If you found this helpful, and be sure to check out my product reviews playlist for videos like this. Thanks for
I mean, it is literally
watching
the
it.
Western method, right? Like in most countries, in other parts of the world, they do have a B-day, buy-day situation, whatever you want to call it.
You in the next one.
The wadded paper thing is like a creation of art, right? They got the free seashells in the Middle East, haven't they? Haven't they got the free seashells already? Hey, Charmhole, how's it going, mate?
I hate you so fucking much. You're scum of the earth. You're a piece of human garbage.
Okay.
I mean, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, sorry I missed your stream earlier. I was too busy sleeping. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You was sleeping, eh? Catching some Z's.
Yeah, although I did catch the first, I want to say, quarter of whatever the fuck that was last night. That was the most boring shit ever. It was like a meta commentary on fucking farts. It was nothing. Holy shit. You want to talk about a nothing burger? That was a nothing buffet. Like, I felt like burping and farting and sleeping after just 30 minutes of that shit. It was so fucking garbage. Like the same people who police Twitch to fucking death, right? They self-police Twitch poll to death, and then they're caught holding the bag, and all y'all are looking at each other like, well, the Supreme Court, there's the fucking nothing. There's literally nothing. You got, like, I feel like there was a civil war going on, right, between the L's and the Dubs, right? And you got the Dubs, half of them. Aiden Ross gets banned. Infrared gets banned. Trainwrecks is just like subscriber only mode. Never does a fucking Royale. Never does a Scuff podcast anymore. None of that shit. He's basically quarantined, right? And then you got the others, the L's, who all showed up after the Dubs got, and now they're like, well, what are we gonna do? Well, where's all the drama? Oh, it's over on YouTube now. like, wait, we can't even restream half the guys streaming on YouTube because we permanently banned them on Twitch. Oops. Where's all the content? I guess we'll talk about how Joe Biden has brain worms. Like, there's nothing. Like, God. Anyway, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like the last, I guess, month or so, it's been a bit, like, quiet, I guess. I've definitely had streams where I'm like, I don't know what I'm even going to talk about today. In terms of real world politics, there's obviously some stuff going on, but yeah, I'm pretty sure as the midterms approach, people are going to kind of focus on that and talk about that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know. Hassan, come October, Hassan will be getting 100K, and you might hit a K, right? And I'm sure Mike
maybe.
from PA will hit 4K. Once all that shit wraps up, and you're in full American guilt mode, where you shame us for having some semblance of actual representation in government. So. But yeah, no, it's so fucking boring. Like, it's so damn dumb. Like, Twitch is at a crossroads, right? Like, you've got, like I said, you got the L's and the Dubs, and right now the L's like that Keffel shit. What the fuck was the Keffel shit last night, right? So you got Hassan who blocked Hippy Dippy Man from Twitter and then raids Keffels. So you kind of see what he's going at. Like, he definitely wants to play it safe with the whole Canadian shame, woke scolding, and tone policing, He's going all in on that. Meanwhile, he went all in on shaming, slots and gaming on a fucking gaming site, right? Like, it's all about gaming, and he's like, actually slots are really bad for you. And it's like, yeah, don't even mention the hundreds of thousands of...
Wait.
What's up? What?
So there's a difference between gaming and gambling, right?
Hardly. Gaming, you don't get anything back. At least with gambling, you might get something back. Gaming and the gotcha shit, like, gotcha, right? I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, right. So you getting these little toys, these little digital toys that are that are non-fungible, right? You get these little non-fungible toys, right? That you can't do anything with because half the games, like it's really hard to sell your account, let alone
Yeah, I mean,
individual items, right?
I've got like criticisms of like certain aspects of that for sure.
Right.
But like, I think most people know, hey, I'm going to pay some money to maybe do a bit better in this game and get some digital thing that doesn't really mean much versus like, you know, the temptation of you can win loads of money. I mean, there's, you know, with gambling, you have people that will spend money on gambling to try and literally gamble their way out of financial problems. I don't, and that's obviously a big problem that they have to deal with in the gambling side of things.
Nah.
You don't have that with the gacha games and shit, right?
Did you
You
not
have
watch
people that maybe.
Breaking Bad?
Okay, what's Breaking Bad got to do with this?
Okay, it's because it's all about money laundering. That's what it is. When H3H3 and fucking Hassan go hard on train wrecks and XQC, shaming them for slots, it's literally just money laundering. They're taking all the money from all the places and funneling it through one specific place, right? One specific person they trust, right? Which is fucking him. You know, and Bezos gets a cut. Like Amazon, Twitch is such an incredible fucking beast because it's like, I love it because of the live gaming. Like, I love watching Rocket League on the weekends and the big tournaments. 100,000 people watching. That stadium's full of people, and I'm watching a ball go in a hole, and it's fucking awesome. I love it, right? But then you got this other side of Twitch that's like, I'm gonna gift my friend 5,000 subs and 500,000 bits. Call it a charity or whatever. Bezos takes his cut. The person streaming gets the money, gives it, probably, just cash apps it back to the guy giving it to him, right? Like, there's all this shit going on. Meanwhile, though, the real shit we have to talk about, the actual real shit, is some Arab dude from Michigan who said that maybe all the news coming out of Russia isn't fake. And then they're like, get him the fuck out of here. Well, Aiden Ross featured a twerking tournament. Get him the fuck out of here. Meanwhile, Amaranth's licking the inner ears
wait.
of all these.
Aiden Ross wasn't banned, but Aiden Ross was banned because he said
he was banned from
a slur on stream.
I watch Pokimane talk about
which
it
is like just explicit. Like, the thing is with, like, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe Twitch should be a bit more flexible, but like, if the rules are don't say a slur and you say a slur, like. Yeah, tough fucking shit. Like, don't say the slur. Like, what's your problem?
It's a bunch of things. That's what I'm saying, though. It's a bunch of
things.
No.
He was banned for that, right? He wasn't banned for a whole bunch of things. He was banned because he did that.
No, if you listen to Pokimane, she literally says, like, they know, like, these Twitch ambassadors, all these guys, they know, like, they talk to each other. They know who they're, like, who is banning who, right? And Twitch is such a weird place because it's like this union of entertainers, right? It's like a loose union of entertainers, but not quite, right? Because they all still have like a say on who gets to say what and do what. However, they're still absolutely beholden to Bezos, right? And whatever the fuck Amazon has to say about it, right? Like, you better, like, I mean, the whole infrared thing, you better get in line. You better get your politics in line with the Washington Post or fucking else, right? And Hassan knows this. He plays the line real well. He's like, oh, Russia did things bad, right? But Ukraine did bad things too. Like, he tries to play the both sides thing. You can't go all in on the other because, he'll probably get in trouble with the higher ups. And Pokimane herself, and like, these people know, like, once you're big enough, you'll know, right? That when you've got like, what is it? People, I forget what they're called, but there's ambassadors and moderators, and then there's another group that like, they kind of handle that shit where you get to say on whether or not that person gets banned. Like, is it against TOS? Like, I'm sure Pokimane's lawyers have a lot to say, right? More than she does. But they'll say, like, no, it takes, like, one, you got to be, like, apologetic. You got to be like, no, I believe in Twitch and I'm sorry I fucked up, right? But also, like, it's just like any other fucking job. When, like, I've had so many jobs where, like, I go in, they're like, wow, you were late again today. And I was like, oh, yeah, but I haven't been late in, like, a few months. And they're like, yeah, but you also, looks like quality assurance checked you for this 3 months ago, too. And, Janine said you called her a bitch behind her back. So, and it's just like, so that's 3 strikes and you're fucked. Like, good luck.
I mean, I just think that there's a lot more straightforward answer to this. It's that Twitch need to keep their platform a safe space for their advertisers, and they will eliminate threats to that where possible through TOS.
Yeah.
And if someone is more of a risk, to their bottom line than they are benefit, then they're just going to get rid of them.
Well,
Like, I don't know.
all hail AdSense, absolutely. Whoever's, if Soros.
Well, it's not all hell AdSense. It's that in order for this platform to operate, like, yeah, they have to be able to run adverts at a premium rate. Otherwise, you're going to end up with it being like a smut fest, and it's a bunch of porno ads, young singles in your area kind of thing. Like,
Okay, first off, there's already an 18 plus side of Twitch, and then there's not, right? And so
well, there's
the
there's not an
like,
18 plus
watching,
side of Twitch. There's like
absolutely.
a barrier you can put on your stream, but there's
Yeah.
not like a specific ring fenced 18 plus side.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah, I'm
that's,
pretty sure you can just click yes, I'm over 18, and in you go. Like, it's not like
yeah, anybody can.
it's
Fake
not like
anything.
Chatterbait and Twitch. It's like there's a Chatterbait segment or style. It's there's certain
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
thing. Yeah, okay, go on.
Well, it's Mormon safe for work shit, right? It's like, okay, you can wear a bikini if there's water in the background, right? Like, yeah, you can lick the inner ear of thousands of teenage boys if you say it's for educational reasons, like.
Well, no, it's not. So
like,
it's for educational reasons.
I know that's a
No,
joke.
no,
It's obviously for entertainment.
Okay. Well, no, you've got okay, but you've got this all wrong. Okay,
Oh, what's
so
that? What's
okay. So Twitch have got a rule against a number of things in terms of like sexual content, but like sexually suggestive content is against the rules, right?
Right.
Now,
Like twerking.
I'm critical of these people that are complaining about, oh, I'm getting banned and I don't know why, and it's like you're oiling up your ass on fucking Twitch. Like, of course that's against TOS. That's going to be considered sexually suggestive. But the problem is, it's difficult to figure out where that line is, right? And unless Twitch have got some sort of thing where they say this is the bikini you wear and this is the bikini you can't, and like this is specifically exactly what we would consider, and list every type of thing you could do that might be sexual content, there's going to be some leeway and stuff like that over what is and isn't considered sexual content, and it's quite difficult to manage that.
Well, okay, so there's this is a huge thing to unpack, because you can't just talk about Twitch. I think when you talk about this stuff, you have to talk about a lot of websites and all of their handling and what they deem as not safe for work and what the general public deems not safe for work, right?
Well, no,
Like,
it's not about it's not based on what is safe for work and what isn't safe for work.
it's
right?
safe for
It's
their
nothing to
work.
do
No,
with-
you're literally saying what is like, Chud, when you're afraid of like me saying a slur on here, you're literally like you're making sure that I am safe for your work, literally, like your job, like your labor. Like that's what it comes down to all the time.
But safe for work traditionally means content that you can safely watch whilst you're at work and your boss like won't have a problem with it.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, but this isn't what that is. We're talking about Twitch ensuring that their platform remains attractive to premium advertisers so that they can sustain a high CPM so that they can run their business from the money they make from advertising.
But that's just
I don't know.
admitting that the advertisers are their new boss, and that you are admitting that your boss are the
why
people.
would I mean, I
who
kind of
make
agree with
sure,
that. Like,
well, yeah, of course you do, because it's paying your rent. Like, yeah, like, of course you're gonna be like, yeah, what makes everybody the most money, right? Most profit, rather, right? Like, yeah, and of course I'm not gonna blame you. I'm here too.
well, obviously,
Follow Charmhole.
okay, but
Cash
obviously,
App Charmhole.
okay.
Like, yeah, obviously.
But obviously, I'm obviously got my biases because I rely on this to pay my bills. But also, I live in the real world and understand that, yeah, like this whole website has to be at least the chance of profitable going forward, even if it's not now, for Amazon to continue to string it along. Otherwise, eventually, if it gets to the point where it's costing them all this money and they're not seeing the benefit, they'll just cut loose, won't they? And then everyone's fucked.
I mean, that's the big irony here, is that this is where capitalism fails, is because you fail to take into account cloudalism, the clout market, right? Like, this is where Twitter shines. Like, Twitter gets so much money now from sports. It's unreal. Like, all these sports, like, they're like, Twitter's the new newspaper. Like, put everything into Twitter. Like, immediately update. Like, find out where they're living. Find out where, like, all the sports teams that are near them, and fucking shove every single sport event that happens in a 50-mile radius down their fucking throat, right? And they make plenty of money from that, right? That advertisement. But you have to think too about just what does it mean to be able to have a platform where you can immediately connect to people who have massive amounts of clout and influence, right? Like when I saw Hasan getting big on Twitch, I got excited because I thought he was going to be like, yeah, let's unionize Twitch. Like, you know, he's talking all this leftist shit. He's like, yeah, let's like bring in, like, let's make it so small content creators don't have to show advertisements. Actually, when he started, like, you know, adverts fucking weren't even a thing on Twitch, and now they are. And did any streamer have a say in that? Fuck no, they didn't. Which is insane because they're the ones running this shit, right? And it's like,
so I agree that content creators are the reason this platform exists too, because they're making the content that goes on there. But also you've got to consider the infrastructure with which Twitch provides you to stream in the first place, right? It's like a cyclical thing, because without Twitch providing the you know, literal fundamental thing which is allowing us to do this, what would we have? We'd be sat talking to a computer.
Your argument is who's the landowner? Who's the landlord? Who owns
this is
the land
about,
that the
like, the
servers
concept
are
of
on?
platform.
And it's like, yes, when you look at America's servers, it's like what? Nothing but Amazon servers and Google servers. Am I right? Like DNS shit fucking everywhere. Like if like I think even YouTube uses, well, no, I guess that's Google, right? So like the amount of silicon that they have of all these SSDs that have all of our content on it is fucking mind-boggling. True, yes, they are the landlords of the digital space. Okay, I agree.
I understand what you mean about unionization, and it would be great to, like, you know, move towards something like that. The issue you've got with unionizing Twitch, okay, is that it's not like a kind of more traditional workplace where everyone is in the same sort of boat in terms of earnings. Maybe you've got some people that earn a bit more. Generally, people are in the same boat. They've got the same needs. They've got the same job that they tend to do, etc., etc. You know, not so with Twitch. You've got people with very different needs. And someone who is scraping by on 100 viewers is going to have a very different need to someone who's got, you know, 3,000 viewers. And also the person that's got 3,000 viewers is going to be able to advocate for themselves much more effectively, maybe even than a union could, or maybe certainly more than like a 100 viewer Andy could, because they've got, you know, a degree of sway because they've got so many viewers coming in. So it's not, you know, it's like someone that earns 200K, generally speaking, is going to have some ability to advocate for themselves beyond the minimum wage worker. So these discrepancies make it quite hard to unionize along these lines. So I don't know what the answer is. What leverage is, like, this is another point as well that Fair has said in chat there, like, what leverage has like a small streamer got, even a bunch of small streamers, what leverage have they got against Amazon? Like, it's quite limited, really.
So you've fallen into my trap card. You've fallen into my trap. I'm activating my trap card because you're saying, oh, there's too many differences between, there's too much of a gap between the smallest and the largest. Yeah, except for the fact that like just look at film unions, movie unions. Like, you think there's a, like there's not a huge gap between the director and the gaffer, right? The grip and the lead actor.
Well, yeah, but
they're all in the same unions.
No, they're not in the same union. You get different unions for actors and different unions for crew, you fucking idiot.
Yes, okay, but there are unions of, there's still unions there. There's still unions of unions in the entertainment industry, which is exactly what you're doing.
Yeah,
so
but
what you could have had
was
was
a high-level actor.
So
you wouldn't have a high-level actor in the same fucking category, right, as like some fucking gaffer. Obviously, they've got different unions because they've got different needs, backing up the fucking point I'm making.
Oh, so you're telling me that POKIMANE and Hasan couldn't unionize? That's what you're saying?
Well, why would they bother? Hasan and POKIMANE have got enough ability to advocate for themselves. They don't need a union.
Well,
they could maybe do it out of the kindness of their heart. But the problem you've got is their needs are very different to someone who's scraping by on 100 viewers. And like, you know, I just don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. It would be great if there was some union where you could join and stuff like that. But it's just realizing the difficulty of it. And
the moment you join a Discord server for a panelist, you're joining like an impromptu union. This is why social media is so socialist. Is because, and here's why, and here's a little cheat code for y'all. This is why land prices and rent has increased 300% in the last 20 years, is because a bunch of landowners got on Facebook, started a bunch of Facebook landowning landlord groups. They all started talking together, aka unionizing, and they go, oh, hey, we fucking own everything. If we all increase our prices, everybody wins, you know, except for the people who are fucking forced to pay them, right? So, like, that just rudimentary form of proto-unionization is absolutely blowing the fuck out of this country. And here you are going, oh, well, we can't even have a union. Meanwhile, you literally did a union last night where y'all fucking sat back and stroked your chins on whether or not it's okay to say the fuck what on this
like
fucking
trolling
platform.
At this point. Like, you cannot
obviously
a
I'm
panel
trolling.
is the same
Clearly,
as a
I
Labour
don't know
union.
what the fuck I'm talking
How the fuck
about.
is a panel the same as a Labour union? Like, we were just
It's a
talking
proto-union.
freely about a bunch of shit.
How is
No,
a
it's
union
not.
like a union? You tell me.
Because if we unionised, the idea would be that we collectively organise to have some sort of like power together, collective bargaining power, to use leverage against Twitch to get better terms for our contracts and
here's
all
your
this
problem.
kind of stuff.
Here's your problem is because you and all these other streamers keep punching down instead of punching up. You're like, oh, I can't bite the hand that feeds. They host the servers that host the streaming, and they have all my VOD saved on their servers, so I can't attack them. So instead, I'm gonna call Charmhole a schizophrenic again because he's a stupid little piece of shit. While I try to harvest some drama off of him, while I'm trying to literally help you and everybody else.
But the thing is, it's just about being realistic, and it's true that, you know, unless you're like, you know, some of these 50 viewer streamers, the reality is they are costing Twitch money. So what leverage have they got?
They are giving. Like, do you not understand the value of propaganda and culture and entertainment? Like, it's fucking huge. There's a reason why YouTube and Microsoft were paying millions of dollars to singular streamers just to try to poach them, okay? It's because these people have access to all of these children and all of these teenagers and all of us who are fucking watching
Let me explain something to you, okay? Because you claim to be a fucking, you know, an ML or something, I guess, but you don't seem to understand. So let's say you've got a factory and there's 100 workers in that factory, right? The reason unionization is so successful is those, even if 70 of them get together and say, right, we're going to unionize, right? They can go to the boss and say, do as we ask and get, you know, give us some fucking leeway or whatever, or we're going to stop working and shut the factory down, okay? And they go through with that, the factory's fucked, okay? Now, if you get a bunch of fucking because the workers aren't working. What do you mean, why? Like, that's obvious.
Oh, if they go through, go through with the strike. Yeah, right,
with Twitch, if you get 150 viewer Andys together and they go to Twitch and they go, listen up, we're not going to stream because we don't like our terms. Twitch are going to go, good, you're going to save us some money, fuck off. Like, there's no leverage there like there is with traditional workers in like a factory or something. Like, this is very fucking simple, easy shit to understand, right?
That was a really poor fucking analogy because you're saying that high-level factory workers who most likely are forklift fucking certified all say, hey, nobody's gonna drive your forklifts anywhere, and then you go, that's like, and then you say, oh, a bunch of no-name Andy streamers try to unionize. That's such a fucking shit analogy because none of them are forklift fucking certified, okay? POKIMANE and HASAN are forklift fucking certified and maybe even helicopter certified.
Yes, if big streamers get involved,
exactly.
If big streamers get involved, yes, but why would they? Why would they bother? They've got leverage in and of themselves. Like, why would they fucking bother?
No, and,
they're not going to, are they?
And not only that, but they also want all of the viewers in that specific time slot, and they want the people who are like, obviously POKIMANE wants all the chicks who like watching a girl game Valorant, like, and there's probably not that much of a crossover between that and fucking HASAN watching you know, some fucking asshole bread tuber shame everybody for the next 30 days. So it's like, yeah, okay.
But here's the thing, right?
But
you know, a big streamer is going to go to Twitch and say, hey, I don't like my terms. Can I get better terms? And Twitch is going to go, oh, yeah, okay, well, here you go. We're going to do these terms for you, right? Like, why would they extend that? Like, people are selfish often in these sorts of spaces, right? I don't understand why a big streamer is going to take it upon their own back to unionize for the 50 viewer Andys. Like, what, you know,
what
just
purpose
seems
could
foolish.
there be to help everybody within your own, not only your own sphere of influence,
because they don't really care. They got their own shit sorted
labor.
out. They don't give a shit, do they? Why would they care?
But rising tide lifts all boats. Like, how hard is this to fucking, like, instead, and what is your solution to this? Your solution is to keep deriding anybody with a edgy political fucking background who might quote some Russian today, and like that's your solution is to fucking ban somebody who's restreaming Russia today. Like that's the fucking that because that's where you're going with this, right? Because if it's not unionization, it's fucking woke scolding and tone shaming anybody else who would even come in with a different fucking opinion in this entertainment industry.
I just think that, you know, our traditional view of what a union does in a workplace just doesn't work with Twitch because, or any, you know, I mean, maybe with certain gig economy aspects like Uber is an example where you might have the ability to collectively organize. But again, that's because there's a relatively level playing field when it comes to Uber drivers, right? It's a kind of, you know, driving is just a default kind of skill, if you like, that anyone really could have. But with Twitch streaming, personality and your ability to entertain and stuff comes into it. You know, I just think there's way too many variables and factors for there to be like a one unified approach to unionization that's gonna work. And if it is something, well, why is it that, you know, there's one effort I know of from that Trekkie 69 person that went nowhere, like literally ended up, nothing happened off the back of it, you know? And it's like, well, I don't know, like what, I just don't see a path forward.
You are already doing the unions though. You're already doing the union. It's a proto-unionization when you create a fucking Discord server full of a very specific panel and you talk on very specific things. You're doing a proto-union. Yeah, you're not paying dues, but you're definitely paying each other your time and energy. Like, and for what? To try to better the space that you're in. That's all I'm saying. And yes, I'm aware that like there's millions of different types of unions everywhere, right? Like you got the gaffer union, you got the forklift union, you know, you got the heating and air conditioning union, you know. All I'm trying to say is that on
But you
Twitch
don't even have but the thing is, right?
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to unionization, there tends to be a similarity in kind of like of like a specific workplace or something like that as well, right? Like you have I mean, I don't know exactly the union structure of America. But whilst you have like overarching unions, there's union organizing activity that happens within a specific workplace, maybe as part of a broader union, because then it deals with the specific needs and wants and desires and whatever of the workers in that particular place. And you just don't have that unified kind of workplace on Twitch. I just think this is all silly cope, and I don't think there's ever going to be a union in a traditional sense on Twitch. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Well, yeah, as long as it's owned by Amazon, like obviously, like, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying is like there's still teams, like there's literally like Twitch teams that like they like okay, like what would you call a group of people who are making sure Charmhole is like banned in all of these channels, right? Like they're not a union, they're just based. Yeah, well, obviously they're based, right? Clear, like we don't need to be redundant here. I just want to know, like, I don't know, I don't want to know how they are. I want to know what they are, right? Like, yeah, obviously they are based, but what are they, right? Like, how are they?
Okay, but there's a difference. Okay, well, let's say that the big Charmhole cabal is working together to keep you out of their streams, right? Yeah. That is one very focused goal, which is against you, someone who's got no systemic power whatsoever, as far as I'm aware. But like when we're talking about a group of people going to Twitch and trying to argue the case to improve their terms, it's a totally different story. Like, I feel like you're just trolling me, and I'm just engaging seriously with this.
When HASAN says that he's only gonna run that 60-minute one ad at the top of the hour every hour, right? That's him negotiating a better deal for him, and you could argue it's a better deal for his viewers, right? His viewership, right? So I don't understand how bargaining for better deals for everyone is a bad thing, or it's so hard it's not even worth trying. Meanwhile,
it's not
the good thing to do is to woke scold and tone police anybody who like comes in with a weird political fucking view or even attempts to challenge terms of service, which again, that's why they're called terms, is because you can fucking negotiate them. They're not fucking written into law. There's not even written into stone. And even if it was, you can still fucking change shit that's written into stone, for God's sake. Like, I just don't understand why everybody's so fucking like it's battle royale, eat everyone, when it's already settled science that if we help each other and work together, we can get better. We can create better content. We can get a bigger reach, right? Like I don't like that fucking Devin Nunes guy, Devin Nash guy.
Devin Nash.
Who, he always fucking talks about how great YouTube and how much better YouTube is than Twitch. And it's like, look, I fucking loathe Amazon for a lot of fucking reasons, but I still understand the value of Twitch and how important it is for this right here, this very real live connection that you and I are doing, right? This is fucking important. This is fucking key. And this is what people don't want you to do when they have a monopoly, when they want a monopoly on that.
This is what you're
rhetoric,
okay. Let me
right?
put it. Okay, let's say there's a McDonald's, right? Let's say there's a McDonald's,
another
a local
analogy.
McDonald's.
Yes, sir. What? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, one single minimum wage worker is dispensable and can be replaced very easily. They don't give a shit about a single minimum wage worker. Okay, in that one branch of McDonald's. However, right, every single employee coming together and saying, hey, we want better terms, and if not, we're going to walk out. Well, that's a different story, because instead of having to just replace one person, you have to replace the entire team, and your business is going to stop generating income whilst you do that. It could take weeks, months. It could completely destroy a business, right? You don't have the same thing with Twitch. I don't understand what's difficult to understand about this.
That's not
right?
true. The business could apply for loans.
A single McDonald's employee has like a minimum wage cashier has next to no power, okay, but has a tiny bit that can collectively be used together to have leverage against the company. A 50 viewer Andy Twitch streamer has got zero power or leverage whatsoever. What's 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0?
No,
it's
what's
0.
0.01? What's 0.01 times 100? It's
0.01.
1%.
No.
It's
No,
yeah.
it's 0.
It's not. You don't know math.
Money.
If you have
It's literally all downside for
0.01%
Twitch. They
and
don't
you
fucking
times
care.
it by a fucking 100, actually I think that's like 10%. But like no, so like that's what I'm saying is obviously you're like, oh, the burger flipper has no power, and if he unionizes with everybody, including the manager, then you're saying, oh, that franchise McDonald's owner is the real victim here. That's what you're saying. And I'm like, no,
burger flipper. I didn't say that. I said a burger flipper has got like a tiny bit of power, but in itself is useless.
Yeah, that's why you unionize.
Collectively work together. Yes, but with Twitch, there's 0. A 50 is costing Twitch money. There's literally no fucking downside if they stop streaming for Twitch. Twitch don't give a shit. It's going to save them money.
Had 300 viewers. I was there at the beginning of HASAN. He had 300 viewers. And guess who was telling him the exact same shit you're telling me? Fucking Density. The same fucking shit. The exact same fucking shit. And what did he do? He fucking pushed off. He said, fuck all you guys. If you don't want to unionize with me, fuck you. I got a horse cock. I can speak Turkish. Like, I'm going hard. I'm from fucking Erdogan legacy royalty. I'm gonna go fucking hard, and I'm gonna fucking, link up with the Chapo boys, and like, yeah, absolutely. And then he fucking blew the fuck up after sucking Density and Austin show fucking dry of their content. He was there. I was there. I watched him fucking do it, right? And now he's real big, and now it's like, oh, suddenly he's fucking untouchable. No, he helped. Him and his viewership, like they galvanize, they kind of unionize. Like, obviously if you're the end user, you're not really a part of the union, but you still benefit from the union. That's what I'm saying is like,
no, they don't. Wait, no,
what?
HASAN.
How do they not?
No, because HASAN, what benefit does HASAN get that he can't get himself? Because he's got so many viewers and brings in so much money, he can advocate for himself.
Yeah,
right?
now.
A union is not going to further benefit him because he can just go to Twitch and negotiate, one-on-one because he's got that much fucking reach.
And if anything, he would lose. But you know what? He says it over and over again. I love paying taxes because it goes to my state that does good things. It's like, first off, he doesn't even know how taxes work because that's not how it works. When you pay taxes, they write it off, they cross through the zeros, and then they go back to what they were doing, which is they get fucking loans from federal governments and state banks and federal banks, and they just add zeros to the fucking ledger. All right, that's how it fucking works. His fucking millions don't go to the fucking public
I feel like
school.
I'm just getting trolled.
Because
I'm
that's
trying
because
to
it's how it
seriously
literally
engage
works.
with what you're saying.
No,
and it's just delusional.
okay, so Yeah. Oh, it's fucking delusional. Look, I'm trying to
Yes,
fucking
it is.
link. No. Okay. Look, I'm
don't
tired of
understand
your
how
goddamn
unions
analogies. I'm trying to take reality and link reality to reality, and it's too much
You
for
don't
your fucking
understand how
gamer
labour
brain.
organising
And then you're like,
works.
oh, but could you put it into a McDonald's analogy for me? No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm gonna keep
Well,
I'm gonna stay based in
because
fucking reality.
you've got totally delusional
okay.
views of how labour organising works, and so I'm trying to make it relative to
Yeah,
you, so you understand how fucking stupid you're being.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's not
thank you.
working.
You're like, here, please take this analogy that makes you seem like you're retarded and me like a fucking genius, and why don't you keep using my analogy? Because it's fucking a poor analogy and you're an idiot. That's why. Okay? Like, I'm trying to give you actual real shit. I'm trying to tell you the real shit, how it actually goes down. Yes, Hasan would lose out if he helped unionize the people who were under him. Absolutely, he would pay into something that he probably wouldn't see immediate gains in. However,
Why would he
his
do that
people-
then? It doesn't make any sense.
Because like, it's his fucking company. It's Pokimane's. It's XQC. It's like these people who fucking run this shit. It's their company. They want to see their company fucking grow. That's why they don't want to see it flounder.
Well,
That's
you're
why.
starting to get to the point as well, right? When you, I mean, even me, I've got like I mean, I'm self-employed, right? But there's like some sort of structure of a company coming together, right? And I'm only like a 400, 500 viewer Andy.
Yeah.
When you get to the top levels and you're a 30, 20, 10K streamer, you have your fucking own business, right? And this is where this concept of platform capitalism comes in, where Twitch essentially give you the land, so to speak, to operate your business.
Right.
But like, you know, POKIMANE isn't like a worker in like the traditional sense anymore to even unionize. She runs a business. She's like a business owner within you know, Twitch.
Yeah.
She's got her own little business operating on Twitch. So, you know, that upsets also the dynamic here as well, because obviously a business owner, you know, is going to be averse to kind of union concepts as well. So I don't know. I just think this is stupid.
I need you to listen to me. And every single person here right now. My name is Charmhole on every single platform. Instagram, I'm banned on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Fucking follow me right fucking now. And second, you are a pussy. You're literally afraid. You're such a pussy and you're so fucking terrified of unionizing against landlords, be it physical or digital, that you would rather attack me, a fucking no-name nobody who's begging for clout on your stream, right? You would rather attack me, say my reality's not my own, I'm a schizo, I don't understand, I'm just an idiot, instead of saying just the simple fucking words, what could hurt? Why not? Right? Instead of just being like, oh, you know what? Why not unionize against landowners, both digital and real? Instead of granting me even like, hey, let's just see it for the lulz. Let's just do it for the drama, for the entertainment, for the content. You're still like, no, I would rather fucking postulate and be like, nah, I'm mentally superior to fucking Charmhole. Great job. It takes a lot to be fucking smarter than me, right? Like, good job. Instead of just saying, yeah, fuck it. Why not? For the lulz, for the content, let's try to unionize. Let's try to make something bigger, better. Let's do a Charm Royale, right? Let's see. Like,
I mean, the other problem
we can
you've
do
got
bigger
as well,
shit, but instead you're just like, no, because it might fucking put a dent into Pokimane's fingernail polish.
No, it's not to do with
money.
that. It's
Like,
highlighting the material like issues that exist and the dynamics that exist here that make your ideas just delusional. I don't know how else to put it to you.
Pussy shit. Delusional. Yeah, it's delusional.
Okay.
Yeah, no, again, great job, dude. Great. Thanks for having me on to call me
no
a
worries.
fucking delusional idiot. I love it.
Okay. Well,
Thanks, man.
was there
Really
anything
appreciate
else?
the time. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers, dude. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Fucking Christ. Fucking Christ. These people, like, he's trying to talk. Like, all these people are just like, oh, here we go. We're going to fucking farm Charmhole for clout. Everything, like, before they even listen, they're like, we are not going to take anything he says seriously. And if he does suggest anything, we're going to be against it immediately, right? So I'm already arguing from behind, right? But I think I made the best point right at the end, which is, why not? Just do it anyway. Just for the fucking lulz, for the content, do what Chud is doing, which is allowing me on his stream, and just go one step further and say, hey, maybe he's right. Let's just try out what the fuck he's saying, right? But they can't even do that. Which is why which is exactly why they're cannibalizing themselves on fucking Twitch. And it's exactly, like, I've seen it a million times. I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it on Tumblr. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Reddit. Happens all the fucking time. They would rather cannibalize than unionize. They'd rather cannibalize than unionize. I'm going to type that out because that's fucking tight. Y'alled. Ooh, that's a good one. Y'all rather cannibalize than unionize. Y'all rather cannibalize than unionize. That's how it fucking goes. They want to cannibalize, not unionize. They want to eat each other. They want to eat each other's meat. They don't want to attempt to grow so they don't have to fucking chop off an arm or eat somebody's ass, right? They'd rather cannibalize than unionize. Fucking garbage. And I'm fucking I'm so disappointed in Chud right now. I'm so disappointed. I pity him. I pity Chud right now. I really do. Because here I am. I'm trying to make a name for myself on this stream, right? On this platform. And it blows my mind, right? I feel like I'm Don Quixote fucking hitting the windmill. And everybody's like, what are you doing hitting the windmill? And I'm like, you don't understand. The wheat industry is making everybody fat and lazy, you know? Like, you guys don't understand. I'm the hero here. I'm trying to, we all need to, be heroes. We all need to be better. Everybody's like, Quixote, you fucking idiot. You dumb shit. You're just stuck in the past. You just fear change. That's what you do. You just fear change. That's what you do. I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's clearly my point. My point is just that I'm an insane person who, and here's the best part, too. Is I'm so fucking smart because I came to all of this realization on my own. Clearly, I haven't had any outside help, right? Or any outside influence that would suggest to me that, maybe unionizing is a good thing. I don't know. Meanwhile, they're already unionized, but they don't even know it. They're just unionized for their boss. Streamers would rather pretend they are the boss of the chatters than realize they are the employee to digital landlords. Fucking Amazon for the win. Am I right? Am I right, folks? Am I right? Amazon for the fucking win. Sokolov's elixir. Let's drink that blood, baby. Let's drink that blood. Let's drink that blood, baby. Fucking assholes. Let's fucking chug that blood. All cannibalize, no unionize. Fucking pricks. Like, man, fuck off. That's so fucking stupid. Can't even do it. Like, benefit of doubt? What happened to benefit of the doubt? What happened to the benefit of the doubt? You know what happened? Smartphones happened. Benefit of the doubt just got destroyed the moment you can just record somebody and be like, nah, this is actually how stupid they are, right? And it's like their stupidity is actually just them saying like, hey, maybe we should utilize some of this power we're giving each other, right? Like we've got clout share, we've got power share, we've got capital share. Why don't we like kind of bring it all together to some kind of union, which is what a corporation is just some assholes who did the exact same thing, but usually with land or with a specific fucking product or process or service or industry, right? So it's like, as far as I'm not even saying the end users need to unionize. I'm saying the people just before the end users could possibly benefit from a unionization. And what's the problem with attempting it, right? And they don't even want to attempt it because they're fucking pussies. They're fucking pussies. They're pussies for their boss. And Chud's the worst type because he's not even American, but it just shows that Angloid fucking self-hatred where you would rather be a pussy for your boss than be a pussy for yourself. Right? They would rather be scared for their boss than be scared for themselves. Right? I just listened to Chud literally defend Amazon hosting services. Right? Like he was like, no, Amazon's in the right because they own the computers that we're talking off of. Right? It's like, you fucking prick. You fucking have fun with your fucking Fortnite money. Paying Fortnite for 60 fucking 6 hours for $600, whatever the fuck it is. God, what a fucking prick. Then he doesn't even raid me. I fucking go off and he's like, yeah, oh, who's this random asshole, Smite Knight? And I'll go raid him. See, exactly. I'm fucking arguing from behind. God. And it's the best. The biggest irony is, Hasan just talks about this shit and how it's good. Does he actually do any of it? Hell no. Not even close. These people believe it, though. But then when you actually show them how to do it, they're like, that's weird. And that's an unknown, and I'm not even going to try. And I'm not even going to try to think about it. Like, fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. Fucking garbage, dude. Who the fuck is this asshole? There's another asshole. I'm already following him. God. That was so stupid. I'm glad I recorded this, though, because... I feel like crying. Honest to God, I feel like crying right now. I fucking feel like crying. Because it's like I thought that Chud was... I thought that Chud was one of the guys who really actually had a little bit of faith in me and not just wanted to fucking use me and abuse me, right? But he just proved that is absolutely not the case, right? Like, not only by not rating me, like, fine, that's fine. I just yelled at you. I'm sure you don't feel too friendly with me right now. But, but the fact that he would also call me like an idiot, he wouldn't concede 1 point at all, right? Like, wouldn't even give me no benefits of doubt whatsoever, and it's like he's fucking nuke lighting me, trying to say my reality's not my own. Like, he's like, oh, it's too hard, people won't get behind it, oh, who does it even benefit? He didn't even say that. He was like, you're nothing. You're a 50 viewer Andy, you're nothing. I'm a fucking 3 viewer Andy. I'm less than nothing. And yet I'm coming here trying to argue with him like this shit. And he's just like, yeah, I use you because it feels good. And my chat thinks that I'm a master troll for fucking you over. Like, Like, it just hurts. It just fucking hurts. I have grief for the love I can't give to all these people who they can't even love themselves, let alone love the people they sell their product to. Right? Like, Chud's supposed to, he's... And his analogies say it all, really. What, really where he stands. McDonald's fucking employees. What a poor fucking analogy. That's so stupid. It's just dumb. It's just dumb, and then people think it's smart, and then it's just over. They don't, they can't even entertain the fact, All these people want something from nothing. And even if they get something from something, they want to ignore what they got it from. This ignorance of entropy will doom us all. That fucking sucks. Hopefully we can fix it. Hopefully we can get over it. Hopefully Musk can save us, because Bezos surely fucking won't. You know? Like, in a way, these people are, you know, they're sweating for Bezos, not themselves. And if there's not a better proof of that than what I just heard from Chud, then I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know, Swizzle. I don't know, Oceana 8. Yeah. And I feel like half these people would be like, oh, you're just as bad. You just shielded your channel. And it's like, yeah, we're all in the same boat. Right to Bear Arms LO was like, oh, rising tide doesn't affect the yacht. And it's like, yeah, it does. Also, I want to be on the yacht. Like, I want to be on the yacht. I want to go to the yacht. Like, on the rising tide. I want to have an option. I want to have the option to even be able to go onto the yacht. Right? Man, that was so fucking depressing. I could have... Because going in, I thought he was going to maybe be a little on my side, but he wasn't at all. He planted his fucking feet in the ground, and he was like, I stand by the boring, insane cannibalism that he had to endure late last night. You know? He stands by that. It's like, what? Because he got a few extra viewers on a Friday night? Whatever. So, man, that shit just depressed the hell out of me. That really sucks. That really sucks. Cannibalize, don't unionize. Fuck.